Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the original Next Level Gaming Show. What's up, boys?
What's going on?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Friday.
Yes, it is. Where's that image I just had? Hang on, I'm bring our there it is. All right. Hang on. Super says echo. Are you hearing echo? You guys? I'm not. All right, you guys aren't in an echo. But let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna play something. You guys aren't in an echo. Oh wow. But oh yeah, there's an echo. All right, hang on a sec. Kind of odd. Let me.
The echo has shifted.
Yeah.
Gotta mess up everything.
I know. All right, hold on.
He's not a super cooper, but a party pooper.
No, but
Podcast pooper.
Podcast pooper.
All right, hang on. Working on it. I don't know how. Do I have it running elsewhere? Last time it was I had it running in another window, but I don't have it running anywhere else. All right. Hang tight. So this is what happens when Skype updates itself.
Yeah.
We end up it's a bonus feature. We end up having to do the freaking whole show. All right, hold tight.
Oh, it's just Mike that's echoing.
Really?
I guess he can just say a thing.
It's just me?
Apparently.
All right, well, you guys take over the show while I figure this out.
Wow.
Introduce Peter.
All right. Here's the man. He's in the game. This is ACK. Peter. And next to me, on the right, well, I don't know how it displays on the actual Twitch online. The man with so many Mustangs, my goodness.
Yes, sir. You might hear. We might make it to maybe one or two more that hot Mustang sound. So we just had one that went off right now. See how long we go.
Nice.
But
that's awesome.
Yeah, glad to be here.
All right, am I echoing now?
Off right now. See how long.
Hold on. Okay, I'm no longer echoing. All right, I'm no longer echoing.
All right.
Excellent. Now, do you guys
we're good?
Do you guys hear an echo?
No.
I do not hear an echo.
You do not hear the echo. Okay, we're getting there. Cause
only the dolphin.
All right.
Oh, no, it was Echo. The dolphin.
Echo the dolphin. All right, we're getting there. All right, here we go. I have no idea what the hell. I really don't. So, all right, look, it's not an NLG show without some sort of technical difficulty. So, basically, Skype decided it forced an update. So the good thing about the update of Skype is the way we can do the show now. I don't have to screen capture everybody. Like, everybody just pops up. Tommy, what's up, man?
Hey, long time no see.
Yeah, it makes creating the show good, and if people want to pop in and out, we can do that now. The bad thing is it totally screwed up all of our audio, and we thought we had it last night. So thank everybody for bearing with us for a couple of minutes. Peter, go ahead and finish. You know what? Go ahead and finish your introductions. I like your introductions.
And okay, and the man on the left, the man who has been gaming since the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls.
All right, I no longer like you introducing me. The Dead Sea Scrolls. Nice. What's going on, man? Well, to be fair, I am why we're late. Shabbat services did go long, but it was a member of my choir. She was getting married. She's getting married next week, and we have a special service for the bride and groom to be, and it ran a little long. So, my apologies. It is my fault. But what can I say?
Yeah.
So
it's kind of funny that we're starting late and there's so much to talk about.
There is. Oh my gosh. So, how was your week, boys?
Week was good. Today was busy though.
Yeah.
I mean, I stayed in my front porch, so
That's nice. The weather was great for that.
it started. I mean, well, I wanted to in the morning, and it would start off with rain. So at least it didn't rain that long. Dried out. So got my chore done.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah. Tomorrow's a Hershey Park day. We are going to Hershey.
Never been there.
Oh, it's awesome. It is. It really is. And Spencer, our 4-year-old, he is a daredevil. So last year when he was 3, he was riding like small roller coasters with me, and I'm talking like one of the. It's of course not the most incredible roller coaster they've got there, but the Super Duper Looper is their like marquee roller coaster. It was one of their first, and it has it starts off with a loop and then goes around. A 3-year-old who was tall enough to ride it rode it. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to tonight. I was glad to get in here. So
we finally got some good Sony news.
Yeah,
always nice.
Yeah, a lot of it tonight. So, what do you want to start with?
How about we start with the Mini?
Is that what we're calling it? Is that what
I don't know. What is it called?
Is that what we're going with? The Mini? All right. So it's actually called the PlayStation Classic.
Oh, PlayStation Classic. Sorry.
There it is.
There it is.
So, hey, just real quick, you guys heard the music on that?
Yeah.
All right, I think we got some of this.
Sounded good.
I think we got some of this down. All right, nice. So the PlayStation Classic coming our way in December, just in time for holiday buying.
Yeah.
And I assume you guys read up all about it?
I did.
All right.
Actually, I pre-ordered one just in case.
Did you really?
Well, the thing is, like, it's easy to cancel. So I thought just in case they're running short on supply,
All right. Well, tell us all about the PlayStation Classic. I'm bringing up some pictures.
So, well, do you want to have the good news or the bad news?
Let's start with the good news.
The good news. So there it is. It's small. It's powered by USB, and comes with 20 games, I believe. I think the games that they showed are the Japanese selection, so we don't know what the USA selection is going to be. It might be something similar. We don't know. Final list is not complete. So, never had a PlayStation 1, so here's my chance. No, I don't know. It's always fun to have those little gadgets. They look cute. But
HDMI out?
HDMI out. Very important for the modern TV.
Yeah.
Thing that's missing is a power cord.
Power cord.
Or something to give it juice.
Yeah.
Not sure how to do it. Because I'm pretty sure there's no button cell in there, because that will give you just 1 minute of fun.
Yeah. A compatible USB AC adapter, not included, is
not
required
included
to use this console. In case you don't have a Tesla coil sitting in your house.
Yeah.
Use an AC adapter that supports 5-volt, 1-amp USB Type A. So we're talking old school.
Talking old school.
So
yeah. So hopefully you have one laying around. It's a little. I don't know why they did that though. It's a little cheap because how much does such an adapter cost? In bulk.
Not much.
50 cents. Just pass it on to the consumer.
Yeah, because the thing is $99 as it is.
Exactly.
Well,
make it $100 and include that darn thing.
It does come with the USB cable.
At least comes with the
with
cable.
a USB cable. Yes.
So you can hook that up.
You could plug it into your whatever other USB.
Yeah, you can.
But yeah, it would be nice to.
Sorry, guys.
A plug, but it is what it is.
Well,
I guess it makes it more international, even though
that's true.
About like what plug to include, but still, it's still a little on the cheap.
Tommy, Twisted Metal was such a good game. I used to love playing Twisted Metal.
I have no idea because I never played it. Because I never had PlayStation. PlayStation 3 was my first PlayStation.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Actually, PS2 was my first because I was still a Sega guy back then. Oh. Yeah,
I wasn't into consoles till. I mean, I had a Commodore 64, but after and an Atari Mega ST, which was more like a PC kind of device. So then I went PC. I went back to consoles with the OG Xbox.
Man, not bad.
I had the PS1, had a PS2. So I would like to get one of these. I guess I might have to wait till the first crazy wave gets through. Maybe, hopefully, Peter, you get one.
Yeah, at least.
I saw a deal that someone already had one for sale for $1,000 on eBay.
Hey,
what?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're in short supply though. I don't know. Are they sold out?
I'm not sure, but we might see the same thing that when the mini NES went through.
Yeah, true.
So.
Hold on. I can tell you if it's sold out at least in a couple of places.
Here's a live check.
That's right. This is a live check. All right, so it's not on Amazon yet.
I thought they sold them on Amazon, so they must be sold out.
Oh wait, here we go. PlayStation Classic currently unavailable.
Oh.
Yeah, so somebody must be ahead of the curve. I guess they probably have them on pre-order already.
Ah, okay. Yeah, like the Neo Geo Mini is still available. I guess that's one that's not as hot.
Which one?
Neo Geo Mini.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think a lot of that has to do with the brand, and not that Neo Geo is a bad brand. I'm not saying that, but I think if you asked more people, if you said Neo Geo to somebody and then you said Sony PlayStation, I think they would more. They'd know what you meant when you said PlayStation. If you said Neo Geo, like I would know, but your average gamer, I don't know. Neo Geo is such a hardcore system.
Right.
It's if I'm gonna get a Neo Geo, I'm gonna get an arcade box again. I'm gonna get like the actual the one I used to have, the full console. All right, so you can. It looks like at GameStop, you can pre-order.
Oh, okay. So maybe they're still accepting pre-orders.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So.
Yeah, let me get that out of my cart. So now the website says the games that they were showing were Final Fantasy VII, Tekken 3. R4 Ridge Racer Type 4, Jumping Flash, Wild Arms, and more to be announced.
Right.
So here's.
But is that the Japanese flavor, or is it the?
No, some of the.
What's that too?
No, because the boxes look. Some of the boxes look Japanese, and some look American or European.
Right.
Like the Ridge Racer 4 looks like an American box.
Oh, okay.
Or a North American box.
Right.
So now I obviously have a couple of questions beyond the AC adapter. Number one, what other games? So I think that's obviously one of them.
It's partially TBD.
Right. Two, is that it? Is that all we can do? Now I saw on the back, there's a picture of the back, and it'll cycle through here, where there might be a port for bringing other games into it, but I don't know what that would be.
Yeah.
So, it's obviously it would be nice to see, some other of the classic games, but if you're down to 20, and to be fair, look, they have the SNES Mini, the NES Mini, all these little mini consoles. You can't really add games to them, can you?
No, not without hacking your way in.
So, to be fair, they all have this problem.
Right. Well, except the Commodore 64 or these Commodore 64 Mini.
And the Polymega.
Right. No, but I'm serious. That one does allows you to stick in a SD card.
That is true. That is true.
So, which I think is pretty nice.
So, what all were the 7 games that were announced?
So the ones that we have here are you know what? By the power of dual monitors, I can show you. Of course, I don't know how well this will look, but
I thought I saw Gran Turismo.
No, was not.
Well, I know one that's everybody likes.
Well, hold on. Well, so the ones that are listed, like I said, the ones that are listed officially on the website. Now, this is just on the PlayStation website, where they showed the classic. Were here we go. Final Fantasy VII, Jumping Flash, Tekken 3, Ridge Racer Type 4, Wild Arms. Now, I'm looking to make sure that there's no other place to find them. And somebody else may have gotten more information, but these are the ones that are officially showing up on the classic site. I'm gonna go over to the blog, because the blog usually has some good information too, and we'll see if there's anything else on there about the.
Which Final Fantasy is that one?
7.
7. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, yeah.
3, yeah. Ridge Racer. I never played the Ridge Racer, so I wouldn't mind playing that.
Tell you what, Ridge Racer was a great.
I've heard a lot of good things. Yeah.
I do remember the first time I saw Ridge Racer at a friend's house, and I'm like, you know what? The Sega Saturn can't do this. It just couldn't. It just couldn't. I have a Daytona USA that tries very, very hard, but Ridge Racer just blew it away. All right, so even on the blog, they only list these games. So if there are more games coming, it's not officially being announced on anything PlayStation.
And they're waiting till holiday. I mean, why are they waiting to announce the rest of the games?
Could be licensing.
Yeah. So
that's weird.
Maybe
they already have that already secured.
So, yeah, Jeff, it's the same. That's what I say. I'm on the blog. It's the same games.
Yeah.
So they could be waiting until, let's see, maybe Paris Game Show, because that's before December.
Maybe.
Tokyo Game Show is over. I don't know. I mean, it's hard. It is hard to tell when they decide to talk about things, because they don't make news as often. So something like this is pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously a ton of people don't care, because they're pre-ordering it based upon just those games. So it's not like, I would imagine whatever they put on there, people are going to like.
Oh yeah.
So
I think it's kind of cool. I mean, I know there's criticism of why can't they just throw some of these on, PC like Xbox does. But at the same time, I think it's kind of cool to have a little mini PS1. Because I did enjoy playing the PS1, and I definitely will, and I'm sure they're going to do the same thing with the PS2 mini. And I like the PS2, the way that it looks. So it would be cool to have a little mini, sitting somewhere. So.
That would be tough, man. That would a PS2 or an Xbox Mini, one of those things. These games were still on CD.
Mm-hmm.
Those PS2 games on DVD, man, I don't know how you could do a mini.
Well, there are some PS2 games on the PS now, right?
I guess, yeah. If they made it a streaming, that would be interesting. Tommy, we started late. The show is actually usually on by 9:30, so.
But we're like 17 minutes young.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. Grab some coffee, dude.
Hey, it's Friday.
Or a Red Bull will do too.
Or a Red Bull will do, yes.
Yeah.
Orange flavored Red Bull. Good Lord. No,
take
the green tea. Oof.
Sorry.
Why, green tea? That will put you asleep.
Oh. All right, so.
But talking about minis and stuff, there's also a rumor that got more fire on its belly is for the Nintendo 64 and
Really?
64, because there was another trademark or something discovered with that logo for another thing. So that's a matter of time.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
And Nintendo says, "Ka-ching!" And that's why Sony does it too. I mean, they see how much money.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, look at that NASA's. It makes NPD. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah. Huh.
I mean, yeah. It would be nice to you could play these games on your PS4.
Yeah.
But it is like I said, it's kind of cool to have a little.
Yeah, it's just cool to put it on the shelf.
I tell you what, though, man, a Nintendo 64 Mini. I mean, there's a lot of people.
Yes.
There's a lot of people who didn't get a chance to play the N64.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've told this story before, but the Nintendo 64 and specifically Mario 64 was what broke me of my Sega only fanboyism back in the day. When I was Sega, nothing but Sega. I got a Nintendo 64 and Super Mario 64, and I'm like, I'm going to find out what this is. And hooked it up and played Mario 64, got all 100 stars, and I was hooked. Then I got Wave Race 64, and that was badass. And just from then on, I was like, I could not believe that I had missed this, and so, the WCW versus NWO games that were the wrestling games that were so awesome, Mario Kart 64, it completely broke me. I was all of a sudden a multi-platform guy, and so like a Nintendo 64 mini console with those games in it would be that'd be an instant for me.
They better produce them. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So,
but at least Nintendo, now you can find still NESs and SNESs. Like you walk in a Best Buy and it's like, yeah, there's minis. Stuck on the shelf.
I may start kind of investing in them because the HDMI part is more what I'm interested in, than anything else.
Right.
I can find room for them, but
the thing is, you can always do a Raspberry Pi with an emulator on it. That's HDMI, and
I could.
But that's the kind of route that I was even thinking about going.
Yeah,
I could, but
it's cute to have the original and it's licensed.
Yeah,
and stuff,
I mean, I'd still have to buy the games because we are honest people.
Yes,
and,
sir.
And
except when you can, if you can't find them, there's some,
yeah,
there's certain games that you can't find anymore, and they don't want to sell them. So what do you do?
how much of a gray area is that, though? I mean, that's tough. Now, there are a couple of websites out there that do a way you can play those games in emulators, but where you're not downloading the ROM, you are. And
how legal is that, though?
I have no idea, but they haven't.
That might
shut
still
down
be
yet. And I'm not. Look, you can Google it. We're not giving it away here. But and Coop, see, we got so much to talk about tonight. We were hoping to have some topics, and one of the topics that we're going to cover, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, is these retro consoles. We talked about it a little last week. Coop's saying the Polymega is the way to go, and while that thing is a bit expensive, it might be worth it, because the CD base of the Polymega plays Saturn and TurboGrafx 16 and Sega CDs. Just the base, without the stackable modules. So just the base itself. I am very, very tempted to get a Polymega. I'd like to. I'm probably going to reach out to the company too, because if it's as good as they say, we might cover it, do some streaming of it, that kind of thing. It's absolutely impressive to me. The things that it says it does. In fact, it shows PlayStation, Saturn, 32X, Sega CD, TurboGrafx CD, Neo Geo CD, Super NES, NES. I mean, it would be sweet. So, and apparently it's all real hardware inside of these, some of these modules. Yeah. So, just and digital downloads and a whole 9 yards. I mean, if this thing is real, that's the key. Is this thing sustainably real, or because remember the what was that Coleco thing that was going to come out that had the casing of the old Atari Jaguar, and that flopped. I just want to make sure that this thing is viable.
Whatever happened to the Atari thing?
Oh, that thing?
Yeah. Did it come out?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I haven't heard jack about it. And I want to believe in the Intellivision, the new Tommy Tallarico Intellivision, but we've got to, the proof's got to be in the pudding. So
but that one is not really, it's not really a retro.
No, it's not.
It's new life.
The Atari was supposed to be a combo, kind of the retro Atari stuff, but with new kind of thing. So I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the PlayStation Classic, and while we are thinking about PlayStation, let's talk about the other big news that came out of Sony.
And that is?
Hold on. Sorry.
Not yesterday, but...
Not yesterday.
Now.
Very nice. Very nice. PlayStation Now Game Pass.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of. So, PlayStation Now has announced, Sony has announced for PlayStation Now that you will be able to download PS2 and PS4 games as well as stream them. So that's kind of big news. It brings an element of that Game Pass thing that Microsoft's been doing, and shades of EA Access. These now catalog of games that you pay monthly for, and they see that it works.
Yeah.
And now they're in on it. So, they are. The games that that you can get right now are games like Battleborn. Frankie, where are you? Bloodborne, that kind of thing.
Right.
So Tommy says no PS3 games though, but remember there's a reason for that. The PS3 games are not backward compatible on the PS4. They still have to stream. And the PS2 games, I'm assuming, are the ones that they've remade, right? The reports.
Yeah, remasters.
Yeah. So now,
and the ones with trophies in it now.
Right.
Yeah.
The ones they've now downloaded PS Now games will support all user purchased DLCs, microtransactions, and add-ons, as well as any PS4 Pro enhancements for subscribers using a PS Pro system. And you do not need a PlayStation Plus membership for online multiplayer on PS Now, which stays the same for both streaming and downloaded games. And you can transfer your save file from the PS Now cloud to your console as long as you have your PS Plus membership. And almost all PS4 games in the service will be available for download, in addition to the PS Now lineup of classic PS2 games remastered for PS4. So it's rolling out. It's probably going to be through everyone by the end of the weekend, and you guys can check it out. Now that's the good news.
What's the bad news?
It's still $20 a month for a monthly membership.
Yeah, I have a special for $99 for a year.
Yes, they do.
For new subscribers only, though.
I mean, that's a special, right? Because that's not.
Is it a special?
I believe so.
Yeah, so try PS Now for a full month at just $9.99. New subscribers only.
Right.
Our special offer, or
get
a full year for $99.99. But that's for new subscribers only.
What happens
afterwards? If you
afterwards?
had it before, you're kind of screwed out on that, right?
Well, how much is
it?
How much is a regular? How much is a regular 12-month subscription?
I don't know. I thought it was the 20, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, we only do monthly.
This is only a limited time, though. This is trying out for a full month.
Wow. The PlayStation Now annual price offer is valid from June 5th through September 25th. Holy crap. If you want this, you have to get this by Tuesday.
Yes.
For the $99?
Yeah.
Yes. And if you're a PS Plus member, you can get a 3-month pass for PS Now for just $29.99. So
that's what yeah.
They need to make this part of Bing Rewards. Oh.
I'm glad they're doing this. It's a good thing. But the price needs to come down.
Yeah, the price needs to come down.
It's interesting though, because I can see Sony as well as Microsoft combining their PS Plus / Now Gold and Game Pass as one yearly.
But at the same time, like you said, you don't need a PS Plus
right
to be able to use the service, but Game Pass you need Xbox Live.
Right.
So people say, well, you gotta pay full price for Xbox Live, and then you gotta pay for Game Pass. True, but then we all know you find the deals out there, So it's not none of us really, most of the time, don't really pay full price for these.
Yeah, because I got Game Pass for $60 for a year.
Yeah.
So I stacked up.
And to answer Thomas' question, no day and date first party.
Yeah.
It's all whatever they add to the system.
Yeah.
But it's all the games they add to the system. That is a good point. That but see, the thing is that if you go monthly, PS Now is $20 and PS Plus is still $10 on top of that. So it's not. I mean, it's still more expensive than Game Pass and Xbox Live. If you think about it, because Xbox Live is, what is it, $5 a month, right? I've paid for a year with Bing Rewards. I haven't actually paid.
No, I think it's.
Is it up to 10?
It might be 10. I don't know, or 8.
It's $60 a year.
Yeah.
So you got that plus $10 a month.
Yeah, it's not 10. Maybe it's. I don't know.
It's a good question. I'm gonna look while we're talking because I want to make sure. that we're talking right. Okay, it is $10 a month for Xbox Live Gold per month.
Jeez.
And then Game Pass is $10 a month. So even at that, you're at $20 a month for both. With PlayStation Now, you're at $20 a month. And so what I need to know is, and maybe somebody who has PlayStation Now, if you're watching or you want to throw it on our Twitter or throw it into the chat room, the thing that I saw here was, and remember, you do not need a PlayStation Plus membership for online multiplayer on PS Now, which stays the same for both streaming and downloaded games. Does that mean that you do not need? Is that exactly what it means? Is that if you are on PS Now and you're playing these games, and if I download, for example, NBA 2K16. It's one of the games they list here. If I download that through PS Now, and I want to play it online, then unlike if I bought it from the store, I don't need PlayStation Plus for online multiplayer. If that's what that means, that changes it.
But if you can play that one online, but if you get a different game and you buy that in the store, then you cannot play online.
Yeah.
So it's just the games that you get through PlayStation Now, you can play online
without PlayStation Plus.
Without PlayStation Plus.
And that changes the outlook here a little bit, because now that brings that into price parity. So
I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft will do the same thing.
Well, but then Microsoft may shoot back and say, "Well, you don't get the new games."
True.
That is true.
So they kind of counter.
Right. So here's
But definitely, it's good. Competition is good because
it is.
Without Microsoft's Game Pass, Sony would not have done this. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now the question is, should I still buy games though?
Right. Well, and I honestly don't know if they pull games out of it. And Niall's making a good point too. He's got a lot of these games, so for him it's not worth it. It's the same reason, and I will give him credit for this. I will give Niall credit for this. He's consistent because he said the same thing about Game Pass, and so he's saying the same thing about this. Tommy, only free to play games, right? Sorry, Red Bull questions. I agree with Niall. We should start seeing some Game Pass. I think Game Pass should be part of. At some point should be part of it. I would even go. I don't know. I'd pay $15 a month for a combo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would pay 15. I mean, you have to. I think because I don't think you can just. I used to think, why not roll them in together? But I don't think you can do that because in order to get games into Game Pass, Microsoft has to compensate the publisher or developer, right?
Right.
You can't do that if you give away one of the two services. You can't. That's not right.
Yeah.
I totally understand, and I would want to support developers and publishers putting games in Game Pass by Microsoft paying them for that. So, in that sense, I'm okay with, that's why I'm okay with them having it at those prices. And, of course I use Big Rewards, so it's, but, if they combine them and raise the price $5 for, to 15, I think that would be fine.
Yeah. Another thing that I can see him doing is removing the games with gold and the PS Plus monthly games. Remove them, and now they're a part. If you're PlayStation Now / Game Pass.
Yeah, games of gold. That was such a throwaway thing anyway.
Yeah, I mean, once in a while you have a gem.
Once in a while, but then they end up in Game Pass. So
yeah,
I do.
But then for the people who don't have Game Pass, that will be nice. But in
Agreed.
order to entice them to get the subscription, Game Pass / PlayStation Now, that will might be a smart move.
Yeah. So,
but what I like though is your secondary system. You can now do a subscription and you get to play all the games for relatively a cheap price.
And some PS2 games.
Right.
And remember, you still get to stream if you want to your PC. And stream PS3 games. So, I mean, 650 games is, that's a crackerjack number of games, man. There's nothing to sleep on. Now,
do you think eventually we will get tiers? Like, new release games, you pay more for your subscription?
I mean, kind of like EA Origin Access? That premier tier that they did with EA, I bet.
I don't know. I don't know the details, sorry.
Well, I don't know if you... I don't know... See, Microsoft's got Sony beat in this part because their first-party games are coming day and date.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that Sony's going to have to think about.
Right. Well, and even like a few third-party ones, like Vermintide 2.
Yep.
A1. Maybe there will be more. We don't know. It all depends how much money the publisher gets for it.
I wonder if and I'm not trying to bag on the game because listening to everybody else talk about the game, I'm really kind of excited to play it myself. But I'm hearing that the sales figures for Shadow of the Tomb Raider aren't trending like they should. And I'm wondering if that
I don't know if it included digital though.
I don't know, but and we won't know that till next month rather. But that could spur a game like Shadow of the Tomb Raider getting into Game Pass earlier than you might think because they want to get it out to people, and maybe get the word out on the game to people who are on the fence.
And then sell their
sell their DLC.
The DLC.
Yeah. And maybe get a little something from Microsoft for the effort.
Right.
So
you don't know.
Now, I want to show you something funny. And I say funny because 2013 called and wanted their policies back. Note that you will need to connect your PS4 system to the internet every few days to verify your PS Now subscription. Yeah. Even if you're only playing downloaded games. Now, what does that sound like to you?
That sounds like if I'm in a submarine, I'm SOL.
You are screwed. There's a system for you, Peter.
Yeah, that's the 360. Maybe a PS3 as well.
Now, I kid, but in a way I don't, because I just think this was just so hilarious to read.
Yeah.
Considering the utter destroyed crack that Microsoft got in 2013 for basically saying the same thing about their game console, and a lot of people, what was his name? He doesn't work there anymore. He was started with an A. It wasn't Aaron. Oh, Albert Pinello.
Oh, yeah.
When he said, maybe it's just that, gamers weren't ready for this yet. We had the right idea, but we just weren't ready. They weren't ready for it yet. And gamers went, how could you? We're always gonna want our consoles offline. And wait, what do you mean? In order to play Fortnite, you have to be online? What? Wait, what?
Yeah, what?
What? What do you mean Call of Duty doesn't have a campaign and the only way we can play it is online?
What, PUBG?
PUBG, right?
What are you talking about?
Right? Who's gonna play? Right? What do you mean? What do you mean for Need for Speed? Remember? Was it the first? Yeah, that Need for Speed game. Well, you got to be online to play it. Well, what do you mean? No,
Yeah.
And now everybody's online. It's like everybody the biggest games are the big online games. It's funny because I was all in on Microsoft's plan. Like, I love the idea of being able to buy a game, bring it home, slap the disc in, install the game, put the disc back in my case, throw it up on the shelf, and never have to friggin' touch it again. And if that means that if my internet went out and I had to connect my cell phone to it for it to authenticate, I was fine with that. I was all in, and who knows what the future would be looking like now if Microsoft had just stuck to its plan and took whatever lumps it took at the beginning, and everybody started to realize, hey, this is where we are. I mean, honestly,
look at physical media. PC is already there; it's all digital.
Right.
Console, it's more and more. We're now at like 30-40% is digital.
Yeah.
So a few more years, and its majority is all digital. It's just the collectors and what I've been saying, like steel cases with a code in it.
Exactly. You get these.
Who cares about a disc itself?
Right.
Oh, but I can't trade it in. Yeah, you trade it in for $2.98 or whatever. Come on.
Right. Oh, I just sell it on eBay. Well, people aren't buying them on eBay. They're going to GameStop and buying them for $15 less than you're selling it for on eBay. Yeah, the whole thing was. I will always be of the mind that it was a big temper tantrum that caused Microsoft to flinch. And they shouldn't have. The thing they should have done was say, you know what? The one thing we screwed up on was the price. And we looked at our pricing and realized that, you know what? We can bring the Xbox One out with the Kinect for $399. Yeah. And I think that would have solved a lot of problems.
They should have done that. Bam.
Yep.
But also, like, the messaging is like, so, with the Don Metric with his 360 comment and other stuff. It's, and some other, like, big, pardon my French, dumb shit that came out of their mouths.
Yes.
There
was a lot of that.
A lot of that, too. That doesn't help.
No, it doesn't.
That's why Don Metric is gone.
Yep. Yeah, but it went beyond Don Metric. I mean, it took. Let's be honest.
It's more than that, and it still keeps on. Even Phil Spencer has some stuff that's like, sometimes less words is more powerful than more.
Yep.
True.
I am
the
not.
The thing is, those guys are not here, guys. So
I know, but I mean, I'm not paying for a game to be developed to come out on my competitor's platform.
Yeah.
Rise of the Tomb Raider. I mean, come on. I mean, seriously. That's he. Now, has that gotten better? Yeah, a bit. But there's still times when you just want to go, hey, guys, you just shut up and just sell it. Just let your stuff sell itself.
Right.
Just don't talk. Don't tweet. Just sell and let your product speak for itself. Because I think we can all say now, even with the changes they made and the things that I didn't like taking out the Kinect and stuff like that, the Xbox One as a platform and a gaming platform is still one badass platform. Mm-hmm. It's never gonna outpace the PS4, and they know that, and everybody knows that. But to disregard it, to be a single platform person at this point, and that is, that's hard, and Chris, I know there's monetary issues. I had monetary issues at the beginning too. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I'm never going to own a PS4. I'm never going to own an Xbox One because, blah, 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 blah. And there were people even going, in 2015, 2016 going, well, they tried to screw me in 2013, so I'm never buying it. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, so you're going to skip out on some great gaming because Microsoft tried something that you didn't like, and because you threw that tantrum, they changed it. So anyway, sorry. That's a. I didn't
Well, I
mean
mean,
to-
a lot of people did. I would like when you listened to the Iron Lords podcast, right? And they had what's his name from Digital Foundry.
Yep.
He even said himself that he was upset with Xbox messaging, the DRM and this and that, and that he felt that way for a while.
He wanted.
And we
I
s-
remember him saying he wanted Microsoft to get out.
Yeah,
He
and he wasn't the only one that was like that.
Yep.
And we saw it in the media.
and it's one of the reasons that I soured on Digital Foundry, because I said, that's a guy that's analyzing Xbox games, and he has that mentality. What good are you? You're not helping.
Yeah.
So-
Well, we saw that in some of those digital. They made a point to point out how Xbox games were not. They weren't meeting the 720p and this and that, and it's like it was a big deal. Compared to.
It was, and same. It's the same on the other side.
Yeah.
I don't need a PS4. I don't care about those games. Those are all, that whole stupid meme with
It's only Japanese games.
right.
And,
it's all games and forests. That whole meme. Just shut up. Just you are missing. I could not imagine missing playing God of War. And I had such fun with that.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn. That was my game of the year last year.
Uncharted 4. That was one of my favorite.
Which one?
Yeah.
Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
Uncharted.
That's right, Frankie. Uncharted. I mean, just going through, and I bought the Nathan Drake collection because my PS4 Nathan Drake collection, because I was so thrilled to go back through the first set of games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how could I miss that?
Yeah.
And there's still games that I have to catch up on. Full disclosure, man, I still, and just because of time, not anything else, I haven't played Last of Us yet. I got to get that done before I can play Last of Us 2.
You and I, we should play it.
We should.
And then we can exchange stories.
And you know what? There's no excuse for me because it's actually at my library. If I
have it. I have it. It's sitting on my shelf.
You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Well, but see, so many good games out there. This is the problem, and I'm stuck on Quantum Break right now because God.
Are you getting Red Dead too?
I don't know. I have to play through Red Dead 1 first.
Dang!
Exactly. And don't forget, I need to play Spider-Man. I still got to get Spider-Man. I got to get Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Maybe I should send you my copy so you can play it and mail back.
I could do that. I could trade you something for it. I don't. Well, except I can't.
Mine is sitting idle right now. I'm waiting for a good moment to pick it back up. Kind of got burned out a little bit with the side quests and the controls that are like a little wonky.
Things.
No, me too. But typically, they are tedious, and then the controls don't want to cooperate, and that point is like, yeah.
And by the way, hey, shout out to Niall, who streamed that entire friggin' game for us.
Oh yeah,
start to finish, and just about and just now see, I'm here giving him a compliment, and and here he goes.
I also play games. Mike's a pro.
I'm playing through. I'm playing through Quantum Break again, and I got to tell you, I forgot how good of a game that is. And I will join the chorus of people that say, if you played that game as just a straight up God of War cover shooter or Gears of War cover shooter, and you didn't actually spend the time to look for the stuff and to get the quantum ripples and to build up your chromium and use your powers, it is your fault that you didn't enjoy the game, because that is, and the story is actually cooler than you think it is.
It's like playing a racing game as a farm simulator, mowing the lawn.
Right.
Playing it completely wrong.
Right, it's like racing backwards.
Yeah,
so I got hooked back into it because I got to Act 4 when it first came out, and I got hit by the dreaded deleted save game bug, and now I'm playing it again. So while I'm building up my funds to buy new games because wife bought me iCAD Hes TV for my birthday, so I got to be careful. But so this is what I'm talking about. These are all these games that if you have them all, if you have all the systems, you can play all the games. That's how it is.
Yeah.
So.
And enjoy them. Don't sit there and make a big deal about it that this is exclusive on this system or it. Yeah,
or even if you can only afford one,
exactly.
You don't have to shoot on another platform or games and other stuff. It's just enjoy what you have and be happy that somebody else enjoys what he has.
Yeah,
I agree. And
I would tell people, being an old school gamer. Back in the day, we didn't have the luxury to sit there and own every system. Not everybody, but I didn't. But I enjoyed any game, any system that I had, and it didn't matter if it was a popular game or not. I just, my brother would go to a flea market. He would trade in some of our games and bring a game that we never even heard about, but we just played it. And you don't know what how good a game is going to be until you try it.
Absolutely.
People make such a big deal about a game if it's exclusive, if it's AAA, to indie, whatever, and you're missing out on the point that a game is a game. Give it a shot. Try it out. You never know.
Yeah.
So.
And see, Jeff, you're getting a little bit back to what we were talking about here with being online and stuff like that. So Jeff was bringing up that he didn't have a problem with the OG plans for the Xbox One except for the 24-hour check-in and no game rentals thing. I'm of the mind, and I always had been that one of the things that we're just now getting things like game gifting. But there's no, as you just said, family sharing of digital games or even game trading. Yeah. Those are things that, in my opinion, and it's why I wish Microsoft would have just said, you know what? I think once you guys get your hands on this thing and understand it for yourself, you're gonna appreciate it. I think things like game sharing, game trading, and game rentals, digital game rentals, would have been a thing because Microsoft was already working on a way to revoke licensing. So you could rent a game from their store and it could revoke a license in 24 or 48 hours or such. I mean, those are things that I think would have come much sooner, and some things we don't even still have today because they don't have a way to get around cheating the system. So, and what's up, Dirty J? Welcome.
Dirty J.
Yeah. Have a great... Once again, man, I have to take the hat off to our chat room. I just... You guys make us, it's really good to see people in. Niall's on the other side of the world, and, what is it over there now? What do we say? It was 5 hours ahead?
It's 5 hours, yeah.
So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It's 3.
It was in New York, though.
4 a.m.
Yeah. So, he's up 3 in the morning. Welcome Chief Thomas, Coop and Jeff, and it's just, you guys. Yeah,
Coop's all right.
Yeah, he's all right.
Barely, though. But
he's we do need him to test this new thing with us with Skype.
Yeah.
So, because I really want to see what it's like to add somebody mid show. So anyway, all right. So let's move on because we still got stuff to go.
Kind of derailed just a little bit.
Well, you know what though? I think it's good conversation because.
Agreed.
People take gaming for granted.
Yes, and way too serious.
Way too serious.
Yeah.
Way too serious. I can't. It just boggles my mind that Twitter is just such a battlefield.
But I think it's more than just gaming, though. It's a battlefield of everything.
It is. It is. It is.
I think that's the world we live in now.
Yeah. Unfortunately. And speaking of bad news, I have a couple of pieces of bad news, and one just broke today too. But we have a couple of closings. Our Dead Rising studio, Peter.
Oh yeah.
Capcom Vancouver shut down, which probably spells the end of Dead Rising.
Frank West.
Yeah.
It will be a zombie forever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of zombie games already out there.
Yeah, true.
I know, but Dead Rising was.
Maybe it'd come back, but it'd be rebooted.
It would be it would certainly be by a different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Capcom will, if they want to make it, they're going to make it with a different studio, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
unless Xbox wants to buy that.
By the IP? Yeah, but why would they? They have State of Decay now.
True.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe State of Decay with Frank West.
Hey,
there it is.
That would be so. Would you want Undead Labs to take over Dead Rising and make that instead of State of Decay?
No, I wouldn't mind them kind of combining. Maybe do a little fusion.
Yeah.
Use some of the assets from some of the stuff. If they own the rights to it.
Yeah.
They could use some of that, but who knows?
I know people didn't dig Dead Rising 4, but Peter, you and I had such a great time in that horde mode.
Hilarious moments.
We really did. I'm just that's sad news to me. So, in equally sad news, I know people are throwing it into the chat already, but Telltale.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man! They're just, this is the end of Telltale.
Weren't they talking about getting a different engine?
They were. Yeah.
But maybe they just who knows? Maybe it was too late.
And they have laid off the majority of their staff. They are in a state of shutdown. All their future projects are in limbo. I mean, they are. This is really sad because, I mean, the Walking Dead games, even the Batman games. People, and this.
What about the Minecraft?
The Minecraft story mode. I mean,
that was so much fun.
Kids.
I was talking to Anchorman, and we were talking about that earlier. He said that Netflix is taking over. That they're doing the story mode for Minecraft.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. For an actual game part of it? I don't know.
Well, they have writers, so,
Right. Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah. So I want to... this is the... I'm just grabbing it really quickly. This is the official word from Telltale. This was their official release that they put out today. That they have begun a majority studio closure following a year of insurmountable challenges. And I think one of them was they really got hammered on Batman for that engine and for the and this is where I have a problem with sites that do these ridiculous technical, this is where I have a problem with places like Digital Foundry. And I've been consistent on this. Digital Foundry thinks that they're doing a service by telling you all about the engine and how many frames per second it can hold, and when it drops, and when it, when the dynamic scaling brings it down to X. And what ends up happening is people forget to check out if the game is fun or is enjoyable or is any good, and they start going, oh, wait a minute, that game goes down to 54 frames per second, 3 seconds, and I'm not buying that game. That is where we are, with what those guys do. And Batman suffered because of that. I mean, I watched Drake on our channel play Batman, and I then got the first episode of Batman. I thought it was fine. I didn't pay attention to the. Yeah, it was a little glitchy, but I didn't pay attention to that. I knew what I was getting, and I knew, I knew what I was playing. So, but
I just enjoyed not too long ago Back to the Future.
Yeah. I still need to play that. I got that, and now it's actually in Game Pass, I believe. But still need to play it.
And the I think the director, whoever, he also did the first 3 movies. He was part of this. The Telltale game one, and he said this is kind of like part 4. So
You mean
it was good.
the not the Nolan trilogy?
The what?
The Nolan trilogy? Christopher Nolan?
Back
to the Future. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I missed that.
Yeah,
Robert Zemeckis.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, it was. I recommend it to everybody. If you like Back to the Future, go play it.
Yeah.
And it was a game with gold too.
Do you think this is a good pickup for Microsoft and put it in the Game Pass? That's an episodic kind of thing.
I think it would be a great studio to pick up.
Yep.
I mean,
there are a lot of people out there who like these type of games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I mean, the official word seems like, we're not getting a Wolf Among Us season 2, and that's going to make people a lot. That's going to make a lot of people angry.
And this, but they're based in California, so it's not like, they're close. I was looking here too that they in the beginning when they started out in 2004, they had people that came on board from LucasArts.
Yep.
Video game designers.
So, Phil Spencer, checkbook, please.
Well, you think? I mean, and in honesty, if they're closing down, I imagine that it wouldn't take a lot to get them.
No.
Wow, and then here it said, and right here, just read, leaving only 25 of previously 250 employees.
Yep. Yeah. And they're focused on completing the Minecraft story mode.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead's final season will remain unfinished, according to Variety magazine.
Well, hopefully some of these guys, they're in California, they'll get picked up at some of the studios around there. You got Initiative that just started.
Yeah. Yeah, there are definitely some places to go.
Yep.
But as a studio and to pick up these assets and stuff, you're right, man. This would be a prime pickup for Microsoft, and I hope that they're looking at it, and then they could bring back some of these talented folks, and if Telltale, because what's going to happen is Telltale could also sell the IPs off too.
Yeah.
So, they do own Minecraft.
But I mean, it's all a bunch of licensed stuff, though.
Yeah.
Batman and all. Yeah. So, I'm not sure how much value it will have then.
Yeah, but
that is true.
Yeah, but the Wolf Among Us could be something that they could, start to work through. I mean, there are definitely things they could do with this studio.
They could even use some of their own franchises. Like you could do a Halo.
Oh gosh.
Story. Yeah. You could do a Gears of War. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Oh, a Telltale Gears of War.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Open it up. Have some other lore. There's plenty of other stories.
There are.
Those games. So.
Oh, Peter, that's a great idea, man. Hopefully somebody's looking. Hopefully somebody's thinking about it. So. So some sad news there. All right, moving on. Sorry, not to make it. And now,
we're moving on.
Yeah. All right. Next up is NPD for August.
Oh yeah, NPD.
So, what a crazy month. This looks bizarre to me.
Yeah.
So let's go down to.
Except for number one.
That's normal. I mean, Mad 19, and according to our friends over at VentureBeat, where I get this from, Madden has had one of its best launches since 2013.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. So apparently, it is doing quite well, and people like it. So the rest of this list just looks like somebody threw darts at a dartboard and said, let's just throw Monster Hunter World in number 2 spot.
Yeah, what happened? Did something come out? Or?
Yes, it came out on Steam. It finally came out on PC.
Well, that's
Yeah, so going back real quick, there is something that I read with Telltale, because Thomas says, horrible sales, toxic management, and crunch time from hell. I heard from a couple of places that nobody even got severance.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, I'm assuming that is true, and that sucks. So, yeah, I can see. Anyway, Monster Hunter World came out on Steam in August.
That's probably explains.
Yeah. That's killer. So, the next two games are the two games that will never die.
Yeah.
Rainbow Six.
Still interesting that game is still selling like hotcakes. Both of them.
Yeah. Well, I'm more surprised again that it's just Rainbow Six Siege when Ghost Recon Wildlands is a more robust game overall. Now, don't get me wrong. Please, Rainbow Six Siege players, I play Siege. I like Siege. I will jump into Siege, and it's easy to jump into, which is, I think, why it sells very well. It's very easy to jump into, get your feet wet, get some gaming in, you put it on the shelf for a bit, you get the urge, you run back into it. I'm just saying that along with Rainbow Six Siege, somewhere along the lines, Ghost Recon should be selling equally as well, and I don't know why. So,
I think people look at it and then they see the DLCs and stuff like Narco Road, and it might not look as interesting. Kind of models, the water a little bit. Don't know, but yeah. And then number 4, Grand Theft Auto. My goodness, that game. When will it die?
It will never die, because Grand Theft Auto Online. It's.
Yeah, but who doesn't have that game?
I don't.
No, I know, but you don't plan on buying it either.
No, I don't. It just seems. I guess it's just like it's.
Well, is this for the whole game, or is it also for your shark cards and all that junk?
Could be. I have a feeling I would love to see the attach ratio with this game and consoles. Like, how many people are buying an Xbox One or a PS4, and then the game that they're picking up with it is Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
So it's enough. And remember, this is also revenue. And Grand Theft Auto is not it's not a, I don't think, I mean, you can get it plenty of places not at $60. So for it
I think the cheapest one was maybe $25 or something.
Yeah. So
that's the cheapest price I've seen.
So to be number 4 in revenue, that speaks to how strong that game still is.
Right.
So speaking of,
I keep saying they're keep having teenager kids get to that age where they're allowed to play it, so they're gonna keep buying it. So.
And the online thing, they keep adding to the online
until GTA 6 comes out.
GTA 6 is never coming out. not as long as the Grand one. As soon as that drops off the list, you'll see the announcement. But until then, they're making.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're making evil tycoon money. They're making mustache twirling money is what they're making. Oh. All right, so next up is Mario Kart 8, still hanging strong. Once again, this is like Nintendo. We may just call this Nintendo NPD.
That's what the N stands for, right?
Yes,
Nintendo PD.
Nintendo PD. Because almost every first-party Nintendo game remains on this list. So, and to answer Tommy's question, I think he is correct. I believe that Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of the top 3 to 5 most sold games. If it's not in the top 3, it's definitely in the top 3. That's a good question.
I know I've seen that before. I thought I heard that they did pass. They did become the top 7 all time, but
Tetris is still number 1.
Tetris?
Yep, Tetris.
Interesting.
Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto, and then Wii Sports. Well, this is. I'm going to bring this up after we're done because this is a crazy list too.
Interesting.
Yeah, hang on. So I'm gonna let's get through this list, and I'm going to bring up the top 10 best-selling video games of all time because that's crazy. So Mario Kart 8 sits at number 5. Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers at 6. I don't even know what that is.
It's another anime series that's very popular.
Yeah, well, I know what Naruto is. I don't know what this game is. So, God of War back in the top 10. Number 8. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for the Xbox 360.
Thanks to BC.
Interesting.
Unbelievable. It's funny because it's the one Call of Duty Modern Warfare that I have, so it was I was happy to see. But number 8 in August. And August is not a slouch of a, it beat out Nintendo games and other stuff. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
The power.
Well, I think a lot of people traded that one in or sold it or gave it away or whatever, and then now it's BC and it's like, oh,
yep,
such a good game.
Yeah,
and that's why you don't sell your games.
Right. No. So then after that is Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey rounding out the top 10. And keep in mind that the single star means no digital game sales are included in this. So
I'm curious how Nintendo does with digital sales, percentage-wise.
Yeah, I don't know. Jeff is saying Shinobi Striker is a team-based arena fighter. Thank you, Jeff. That sounds cool, actually. All right, so rounding out the top 20. Minecraft is back after being on vacation for a while.
What happened?
I don't know.
New DLC, no sales?
Unless there's some new content that came out. There must have been. Yeah, I don't know. I know that they were...
It's not the 4K add-on patch, whatever, assets, right? Is that still in limbo?
I haven't heard anything about that. Nothing recently. So, you know what? Target was doing some Minecraft events, so maybe...
Yeah, but I think it was outside of this NPD.
Oh, that's true.
I think.
Yeah, you're right. 'Cause that's kind of happening this weekend. So,
yeah,
I have no idea. No idea. So, all right. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is still hanging in there since coming out on the Switch and Xbox One. Far Cry 5, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, Call of Duty World War II still hanging tough. Mario Tennis Aces, which has some new content coming out for it later. Overwatch making a return to the NPD. I don't know. Have you guys heard of anything Overwatchy going on?
No, but my oldest. Remember I told you she joined up with the after school program for the video game school,
right?
And she has friends there that play Overwatch. So she was telling me, she goes, "I think I want to get Overwatch." Huh. I'm like, okay. So
gotcha. Oh,
still out there.
Tommy's saying it went free for a weekend. Okay. Huh.
And isn't it Ghost Recon is free for the weekend too?
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. And there's a new map for Overwatch 2 that came out, I think, on the 11th.
Oh, okay.
So Siberia.
Yeah, I've never played Overwatch. I'm getting it with Humble Bundle or Humble Bundle monthly for PC.
It's not a game that I can consistently play over months, but if you have a good team, like any good game, if you have a good team, it's a fun game because it's also easy to pick up. I like it. I have it. Sometimes I'll jump in just to jump in. So it's one of those.
Yeah.
So, Lego The Incredibles, We Happy Few, popping in that top 20.
Interesting.
Yeah, especially since, if I remember correctly, that had a kind of a rocky launch.
What is the single one? Was no digital sales?
Yes. So that is physical sales only.
Did it come out on the Switch? No.
No, it was just PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Okay. No apologies necessary, Siberia. We were late too. Yeah, and it was really funny because if you listened to, here's another site that you should never, ever, ever, ever use if you're ever discussing video games ever. Never use VG charts. Just throwing that out there. They had said that they had only sold like 57,000 copies the first week. So we know that's not true because that game came out on the 10th of August. So if it's sitting in the top 20, it had to do decently. Now it's top 20, not top 10, but that's decent enough. Yeah, for all the bad reviews it got, that's a nice and should give Compulsion Games some confidence going into whatever they're going to do for Microsoft now that they are part of Microsoft. Mm-hmm. So, and maybe there's a We Happy Few sequel coming that will be made by Compulsion and made for the Xbox.
Are you still Happy Few?
We Happy More.
We Happy More?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'd like to see a new game come out.
Yeah, I would too. Absolutely.
Yeah, probably marinating somewhere.
It's got to be. It can't be long before we start hearing some new stuff from these guys.
Yeah, I would imagine that when Phil went to go to these studios, I'm sure they have some games that are sitting on the shelf, early, production.
Yeah. So, and then rounding out The Crew 2.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see that there too. That's another game that I need to get.
I think it was on sale somewhere.
Well, if it is, I'll find it and try to get We Happy Less.
Happy Less.
I'd like to play The Crew 2. Because as I said, I can separate, like I never think of The Crew and Forza Horizon and games like that as competition because they're in different continents. So, if I want to drive through the US, I put in The Crew. If I want to go to Italy and southern France, I go to Forza Horizon 3 or 2. If I want to go to Australia, I go to 3 and then I'll be definitely playing 4. So so the
Crew, it's coming out next week for the ultimate edition. That is.
Well, I don't need the ultimate edition. I just need the edition that comes with my Game Pass, which is why I can play it.
Yeah. So I'm glad it is in there, so at least you can play it. And
yeah.
Yep. So.
And like Siberia in chat said, he played Lego Incredibles. So the movie was great too. So I could, Lego keeps coming out with these games and tying them with when the movies come out and stuff like that. So
hats off to Lego. They do it. They do it right, man. Those games are great, and even the older games, Lego Star Wars, Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Marvel. And my kids will still play Lego Marvel Superheroes. We got it with the Xbox One at launch, and they'll still sit down and play it. They've got every friggin' character unlocked. They need to revive Dimensions because that was a lot of fun. So there's your NPD for August, and as usual,
not bad.
We don't give a rat's behind about the console sales, so don't bother us with that. So
it doesn't matter. All that matters, but you see, they're all doing well.
Yep.
Are they all selling? Yeah. Okay.
They're all selling. Yep.
That's all we want to know.
Selling more than what they sold the previous year. So
exactly.
So it's good.
Yep.
It's hot.
Hot. Trying to think. Have we missed anything? I don't think so.
No.
Hold on. I'm going into our Discord room real quick to see if there was anything we missed. So, while I'm doing that, what have you boys been playing this week? We didn't talk about that.
Tomb Raider or Shadow of the
Tomb
Raider. Ooh, so good.
I'm still trying to finish up Rise. I'm almost there.
Nice.
At the end.
Nice.
And I was just, and what's funny with these guys, Siberian and Dirty J,
Sorry.
Joyride, or was it? What is it? The Avatar racing game.
Yeah, Joyride.
Yeah, and so I just downloaded it. I was trying to jump in with them, and Siberia's like, "Well, you need to accept my friend request on the 360." I'm like, "Okay." So I start out the game, and I'm sitting there trying to like, wait, how do I get to the dashboard? And he said, "Press start select," and I press start select, and then I like figured out, oh, you got to press them at the same time. Like, yeah. So by the time I finally got in the game, they were already out. So
all right. The only other thing I can think of is, if you go to our, if you're in our Discord, if you're not in our Discord, get a hold of us on Twitter. We'll get you into our Discord. We have RSS feeds going for all the major companies, so you can see things like, what's coming out this week on PS4 and Xbox. I know I'm going to be downloading the FIFA 19 EA Access, and maybe I'll stream a little FIFA 19 sometime soon. This weekend's a little jacked up for me, but maybe on Monday. There's a flash sale going on at the PS Store, up to 40% off of stuff. Things like Dark Souls Remastered, Battlefront 2, Cross Tag Battle. I'm looking to see if there's anything of note. MLB The Show's on sale. Pure Farming 2018's on sale, Pete. I know you like that.
Yeah, how's the Pure Farming? Is that any good?
It's supposed to be.
With the
Farm Simulator?
Farm
It's supposed
Simulator.
to be pretty good. The Sega Genesis Classics is on sale for $23. The Street Fighter Anniversary 30th Anniversary Collection's on sale for $30. The Crew, the original Crew Ultimate Edition is $12.49. Vampire's on sale for $40. Yakuza 6 is on sale for $35. Some decent deals in here. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle Deluxe is $48.99. And if you're into Earthfall, that is $22.49. So there's some stuff in the flash sale if you are so inclined. Oh yeah, right. I wanted to show this. I have the best ADHD squirrel. The top 10 all time selling games.
Yeah.
Man, I wish this cold would go away. So now, this is Wikipedia, so take it with the Wikipedia grain of salt. But this is I think this is a fairly accurate list. So Tetris is still the #1 selling game of all time.
wow.
Originally released for the Electronica 60. So there's a guy on YouTube. His name the Gaming Historian. He has some excellent videos on gaming history, and he had a video on Tetris, and I did not realize how this game came to be. If you get a chance, go to his YouTube channel and check it out. It's sweet. But the Tetris has sold 170 million copies in its lifetime, and it includes 100 million paid downloads on mobile phones, 35 million Game Boy versions.
Wow.
So Minecraft is the second highest selling game, 144 million. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to move that. Grand Theft Auto 5, which is approaching 100 million. I'm surprised it hasn't crossed that yet. Wii Sports 82.5. I can understand that. I played the crap out of Wii Sports. PUBG 50 mil. Super Mario Brothers.
Wow.
Number 6 all time. I thought that would be more. 40 mil. Yeah. Mario Kart Wii 37 mil. Wii Sports Resort 33 mil. Pokemon, and then a new Super Mario Bros. For the DS. So, and Tetris has new stuff coming out too. I mean, there's another Tetris game coming out. So,
isn't there one coming out for the PSVR?
Yes, it's. I just saw it scroll through my. There was a something scrolling through my.
That's what
Tetris Effect coming out November 9th.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on PS4 and PSVR. I'm a sucker. I'm gonna end up getting it. So, yeah. So there you go.
Cool.
Uh,
I did see we had the deal about the ninja guy from on the ESPN wanted to become the greatest gamer.
Oh, right. Right. So, yeah, and it's interesting because we talked in the Discord. I wanted that to be our kind of talk topic of the week until all this freaking news hit.
Yeah.
So, I'd love to have a real conversation with you guys, maybe next week about esports in general, and is it a real sport? Folks in the chat room, give you a week to think about it. Come back into the chat room next week and talk it out with us. So.
I think that'd be a good one because me personally, I think it is. Not every kid can go out there and play physical sports, and I've heard of some high schools are starting to adopt esports.
Well,
so we'll look into it and we can talk about that another show.
Agreed. Yeah.
Interesting. The only other thing, and I know we were talking about everything and this and that. And speaking of how earlier we were talking about how Xbox, their PR messaging, right? So remember when Sony announced the PS1 Mini, and then Xbox UK, I guess that's an official Xbox account, right?
It is.
UK.
It is.
So they came out and said, play on Twitter, play 500 plus.
Oh, is that what that was about?
Yes. So play 500 plus Xbox, classic Xbox and Xbox 360 titles on your Xbox One today, totally for free. And then like some of them are Xbox One X enhanced as well. So a lot of people started, calling them out on Twitter saying, "Wait a minute, I could play 500 games for free. I could do, And we all know, most of in the know, we know, no, you cannot just play all these games for free. But if you own these games, physical disc, and they're on PC, you can pop it in. You can play for free. You don't have to go buy a mini OG Xbox or, mini 360 or whatever, go back to your 360. So the messaging was off. What they should have done was say, you can play 500 plus classic Xbox and Xbox 360 titles that you own for free, that you already own, or buy them at a low price. So,
but it's the same kind of lingo they use for like free weekends, and they used to be like squirrely too. It's like, oh, you can play this game for free. We had it in the chat room too when Project Jeff said it. It's like, yeah.
Oh, come on.
It's like, nothing is free.
Nothing is free. No.
Right. Yeah. And this is one of those times when what I should have said was nothing. Just put the Twitter down.
Yeah.
Put the Twitter down.
And Xbox, Sony they have studios. They know people PR people. They have PR people, so their messaging and their marketing has been on par. Great.
Oh my God!
Yes. They Microsoft doesn't have those resources, but Microsoft has software resources. They have servers, farms. So there's plus and minuses from both. So Phil needs to go. Aaron Greenberg, he's supposed to be the PR guy, but they need to tell everybody, look, don't do this until maybe some like Larry Major Nelson. Right, Major Nelson.
Yep.
Larry Herb. Yeah,
Larry Herb.
Let him. Everything needs to go through him, and let him filter out the news for Xbox and PR stuff.
Yeah,
because that's his job.
Yep.
So,
him and Graham.
Yeah.
Graham Boyd should be him and Graham.
That tweet should not have happened unless Graham Boyd approved it.
That tweet should not have happened.
Maybe he did.
Well, shame on Graham Boyd because that tweet should never have happened. These guys have got to shut up. They really do. They've got to stop. If you want to just.
It's like they keep on handing people a loaded gun. Here you go, and then it gets shot. It's like over and over and over again. It's like, come on.
Sell your stuff, man. Sell your stuff. Don't. You know. Yeah. We all sat here, years ago and said the same thing about that video about the here's how you share PS4 games. It made great waves, but those of us who weren't like that were like, just shut up and just sell your platform. Microsoft needs to just shut up and sell their platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, all they had to do was even like Cooper saying about the day one exclusives.
Yeah.
All they had to do was just reiterate exactly what Game Pass is and PC, and not have a message like that.
Right.
So you don't have to kind of try to be, they're trying to be a smartass about it and try to, get one up on the mini.
Right.
So.
And each time they do that, it backfires.
Yep.
Yeah.
They haven't learned their lesson.
If they had said something like that, like you hit a nail on the head. If they said something like, don't forget Forza Horizon 4 is coming out on Game Pass day and date.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's totally legit.
That's all they gotta do.
Yeah.
But this play.
And everybody's like, "Whoa,
right?
Are you serious?" Like, oh,
yeah. But this play 500 games for free, and it opened them right up to get kicked in the nuts.
Yeah.
So,
left nut? It's my right nut.
So we'll spin off on that. We'll talk about something good, something nice.
Yeah.
To announce.
Oh yeah.
I want to bring up something that a lot of you guys here, HEK, Mike, Witty, Coop. I met a lot of you guys when Forza Horizon 3, and that was the first game I think I actually started playing with you guys, and then from there, we've been friends since then. So.
And look where you are now.
Forza Horizon 4 is coming up, and definitely excited for that. And I'm sure, some of the people have already played the demo. I have not played the demo. I want to be surprised.
The demo
I want to keep it
is sublime.
And I've heard a lot of great things about it. So I'm planning. I want to do a giveaway. So I want everybody here in chat. Hopefully you guys come out. Hopefully one of y'all can be the winner if you haven't pre-ordered the game. But I want to do a Forza Horizon 4 giveaway. So I'm announcing that today. So the game comes out officially when?
I think it's like I think it's October for the general public.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. October,
I don't know which
2nd.
one. Third?
October 2nd.
Okay.
Call me flat-footed.
Hey, somebody in chat should already know that. Come on.
Yeah. Oh. They're not on the ball.
I believe it's October 2nd. It's got to be the first Tuesday.
Yeah.
I believe.
The second is a Tuesday. So.
Yeah. And so I will have a Forza Horizon 4 copy, and we'll do. See, that's a Tuesday, so should we give it away the Friday before? They can just pre-order it, and then they can just have it ready.
Except I don't think you can gift a pre-order.
Probably not. So should we do that following Friday?
Yeah, that would be fun.
Or you can give it away so somebody wins, but you can't send the code yet. At least
that's true.
Can get it day one.
That's true. You can do
do
that.
it.
Yeah, that's true. So we can announce it that Friday before, and then the winner will get the code for Tuesday.
Hey, and I have an idea, Siberian. Let's talk offline about it. But if you and Dirty are going to be streaming it, maybe maybe we'll stream it over here. You guys stream it. We'll hook up in game because this is the whole thing. Maybe we could do some co-streaming. That's something we might be able to accomplish. So, hook up with me offline if you're interested in that. So.
Yeah. So guys in chat, share it out. Get some of your friends. Come in, join the chat. We enjoy the support, and but I want this game to go to someone who supports the podcast. And some of you guys I've seen. I've been in podcasts with some of the guys here, Siberia, Dirty J, Coop, and Chief has been on. Definitely would like to. We game together, so yeah. Definitely like to, give this game out, and then we'll play some Forza Horizon 4 together. Whoever wins, so.
Very cool.
Thank you, Chris. That's awesome. Man, I don't even know what to say.
Look, it's all about gaming. It's all about having fun together.
No, it is.
And Forza Horizon, that's what it's what it's done for me with you guys. So
yeah,
passing it forward.
It is, and you know what? It's all the more reason that at least me, and I know Peter and I agree with this, that you joining us is just such a blessing to our show. I mean, I've had such a good time. Like, I raced home. I still have to go get milk for my kids in the morning. And Peter was like, go get the milk. We can start at 10. And I'm like, no, I'm in the garage. Damn it. I was like looking at my watch, and I don't usually, you're not supposed to really watch time when you're in synagogue. You're supposed to be, in the, but I'm going, damn, we're not going to be able to start on. I'm not skipping another damn week. So, this is just, what's going on right now with us is, I'm really enjoying it.
We all get along. We all enjoy gaming, and we don't take it seriously.
No,
and, like the guys in chat, I enjoy, listen to their opinions and just have a good time back and forth. So
yeah, the chat has been just. I can't get over how great our chat is.
And, we got to keep supporting each other. There's a lot of good podcasts. TickGN has a lot of great podcasts, affiliates.
Yep.
And, my buddies here from WDFC, DazCast. And I'm going to try to make an appearance on the Dosage podcast. And my buddies from Coffee Consoles and Casuals.
Yeah.
So
good people.
I'm gonna make an appearance with them. I've reached out to Mel.
Yep.
Saltius. I had to talk with him. A lot of good podcasts out there. Yeah, like to talk about gaming news and not try to be
our
drama
friends,
and stuff like that. So.
Our friends over at Game Buffet, food,
Short Pause Gaming, yeah.
Short Pause, and our buddies, Too Much Food and Sincere and Fanatic and those guys. We've been, like, Peter and I have both been on that show, and I consider them good people. Sobsky.
Sobsky.
There's a lot of good people around here.
A lot of good people, and then a lot of people, they have passion for gaming. They take a lot of time out of their own time to get on a podcast and talk about gaming, share it with others, but they don't get the support like you do. You see these other TMZ podcasts, and it's a shame. So
I've never heard it said like that, and that is probably one of the best.
Speaking of people that support, I want to give a shout out to Jago. I told him, I put the link in the DM, and he's like, "Well, I don't do Twitch." I said, "Come on, sir, just join." He's like, "I do Stream Mixer." No, all you got to do is just join. So, Jago, thanks for jumping in, sir.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome. Sorry you're jumping in at the end, but
Yeah.
But hopefully you'll come back.
But I did tell him he could watch it later on YouTube, right?
In about 3 months.
Okay.
So
I told him we go live.
I'm interested. I am interested to know. We didn't forget Short Pause, Jeff. We said Short Pause.
Yeah.
I am interested to know what it is about Twitch some people don't like. To me, it's just another website. Like I actually there's and the app is actually not terrible. So I mean,
it's improved a lot. Like I told Jago, I watch. Sometimes their streams look better on Twitch. Like devs do a lot of live streaming, and some of the shows, like sometimes YouTube is not working well, so then I go to Twitch.
Yeah.
And you watch some of the live shows. So.
I always thought that our show looks better on Twitch than it does on YouTube. Something about I can do a higher bit rate on Twitch, and we, for us, because we show videos, and when we get down to like PSX, whenever they announce PSX, remember we're going to do, we do live shows. So, we do our live conferences and stuff. This is really a good place to do it. So, yeah, I agree, and I appreciate, I appreciate what we're doing, and I appreciate the fact we are still trying to do something a little different in that, we work on videos and bringing pictures in and talking about things that maybe aren't going on right this moment, but are still gaming relevant things.
Yeah.
We pick up some new, some conversation that maybe other people aren't thinking of, and just kind of be like we don't take gaming seriously, but we take this seriously, and I with you guys especially, I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Coop said that Short Pause, and I saw their last, they had a deal that came out, so they're taking a break on the podcast. They come on Saturday night.
Yeah.
So, and I've
sorry guys.
I've told many people, I keep trying to, these guys are great. If you want to know good detail about a lot of games, especially indie games, that's the place to go.
Yeah, they are great with indie games.
They are not getting the support that they should. So
yeah, and Frankie is a member of NLG, so I mean he's here when he can. And what I'm really hoping for is the way we've got this Skype thing going, which it seems to have come together very nicely thanks to our testing yesterday. We can get him in here without me having to reconfigure the whole show every time somebody comes in and goes out. So I'm hoping that he might even be able to jump in. Oh yeah, Dad Pod. I forgot about those guys. Brandon and Digital Hoarders. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, I had Digital Foundry on the brain, and I didn't want to say that.
Those are good guys.
Hoarders, those are very good guys.
Yeah. PlayStation Bra.
Oh God, the Brawl. We got to get the Brawl back on here.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I'm thinking maybe this would have been a great night talking about the PlayStation Classic. Because, I've wanted to do, one of the things I want to do with you guys, and we can get some special guests on, I want to do retrospectives on these companies. I wanted to do, like when PlayStation hit 500 million, I wanted to do, kind of the history of PlayStation, talk about that kind of stuff, but we ended up not being able to get Bra on, and then I think we ended up having to cancel the whole thing anyway. But maybe around the PSX time, we could do I want to do a retrospective on the history of Xbox, the history of Nintendo. We can start talking about we're seeing a resurgence of companies like Capcom and stuff, but what happened to Konami, what's happened to Sega. These are all great things we can come and talk about. And I'm just this is what I'm looking forward to. It's nice to talk about NPD, and sometimes you have to bring up the relevant stuff this week, Telltale closing and Vancouver closing. But sometimes it's just nice to hook up and just talk about stuff. That's what I like about Iron Lords is, man, they again, I'm not a big Digital Foundry fan, but they started talking about 3DO on their show Sunday. And I just turned around and I'm like, that's you're hitting me in the feels.
And speaking of 3DO, Jago in chat, he had a 3DO, and I asked him. I said, "How much?" He bought it for used for $500, and he showed some pictures in DM, and those pictures look good.
Yeah,
it was. But that thing was what, $700 brand new back then.
And that was one of the few. That was one of the consoles that you could get that they licensed out. They tried to do it like VHS, VCRs, and they didn't get. Yeah, it was a perfect mix of awesome and suck, and as what I said on Twitter. I mean, it had some issues, going, but it had the greatest version of Road Rash ever. And it actually had a game called VR Golf. It was the first VR type game I saw on a console, and it was so slick. If I could, and I might. It's a 3DO Mini. There you go. Yeah, the Panasonic 3DO. He said he had. I remember there was one by Panasonic and one by Gold Star. We could talk about stuff like what happened to the Atari Jaguar. Because I had one of those. So. Niles falling asleep. He's heading to bed. So I want to give hey man, it's like 4, almost 5 in the morning for him. I want to give a shout out to Niall. He is going to be on Sunday because I'm going to be at Sunday school when I have production rehearsal. He's going to be streaming Rise of the Tomb Raider on our Twitch channel here from 10 a.m. Eastern to 2 p.m. GMT, which is 8 p.m. He's going to do a Rise of the Tomb Raider marathon for us. So, just like he did with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So, so I gotta give him a shout out, man. Niles really, he's becoming, he's kind of unofficially becoming part of the crew.
Yeah.
Doing stream for us, so he is a good guy. So, all right, man. So
one more thing.
Yeah,
it's not midnight yet.
That's all right.
I haven't heard the Mustang Clock yet.
What?
Oh, wow.
I got the
yeah, that's right.
Family subscription.
Wow.
And now I got a whole extended family.
Nice. So you got
yeah. So
nice.
I hooked up some people.
I'm excited for that. I love a lot of those old games. So
playing some old games.
Nice.
$20 a year is worth it.
Yeah. It's $20 a year or $35 for a family one. So
okay.
See, and your Switch...
And it's not region bound, so that's nice.
So your Switch is no longer useless.
No, actually, I've played it the last more than I've had in the last 6 months. So far, so good.
Nice. Welcome to the Old Man Gamer Club, Jago. If you're over 40, welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club. 40 is the new 30.
That's right. Actually, it is. We're younger now than we ever were.
Yeah.
41. There he goes. He's got it.
A youngster.
So. Ash. Oh man.
Oh, cool.
Hey. Oh man. He's coming in at the tail end. But welcome, man. It's good to see you again.
That's because they're used to you doing 3-hour tours, sir.
I know.
Thinking, I still got another hour to go.
Yeah, but no, we're not going 3 hours. Man. Those days are over. I only do that when I'm a guest on another show. So
they hire you just for that purpose. We want a long show.
Siberia's over 42.
Yeah, Siberia's old school.
Oh my gosh.
Dirty J, I don't think he's hit the 40 yet.
Tommy's 32.
It's like a baby.
He could be my nephew.
Baby Chief.
Yeah, Baby Chief.
Yeah.
You got to change your name to all lowercase letters, man.
Super cool base 12. It is dreams.
Man.
A big 12-year-old.
Yeah. 12-year-old drone flying.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell what age I turned this year.
Yeah, I just.
You're right. I'm 44, so I just turned 44.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. I just turned 30.
Yeah, I just turned 44.
I just turned 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all halfway to death.
Yeah. That's what they say. Every step is one step closer.
One step closer. Man.
Yeah. I'm from 72, so do the math.
Yeah, you're
just over 35.
Yeah, you're a little bit. You are the elder statesman.
Yeah.
So I'm the middle child. And Chris is
I'm the first one who can use a senior discount card. So.
That's right, man. We need senior discount cards for GameStop and Best Buy and places like that.
Yeah, exactly.
We're getting there.
We need AARP to help us out here.
Xbox Live Gold for the gold guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, this month I turned 45, and I have every gray hair to prove it.
Yeah.
My
I think
wife.
It's kids though.
Okay, so she's not within earshot. She came down to me, my wife. Was it last night? The night before, and she looked at me and she was angry, and I'm like, "What did I do now?" And she said, "Look at this." And she turned around and she said, and I'm looking at her hair. I'm like, "What?" Look at the gray hair. Now she has like brown hair and maybe like 4 or 5 gray hairs mixed in. You can't really see it. I'm like, what am I looking at? So now she's starting to gray out, and she's freaking out about it. Like, this is what happens when we get old. However, I'm going to Hershey Park tomorrow, and I am going to forget I'm 45.
Exactly.
Sir.
My 4-year-old's going on roller coasters with me.
That's awesome.
But then you'll remember when you come home and you're tired and sore. And
This is true.
Yeah.
Well, this is what happens after band gigs now, is how I feel.
Yeah.
I start to feel tired and sore and going, oh my God, I can't believe I just stood up for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Chief Tommy, you Goonies. Hell yeah.
Goonies!
Never say die. Never say die.
Never say die. That's why we knew that Sea of Thieves commercial better than any of you. The one with Sean Astin.
Yeah. Quick shout out to Dirty J. I just want to let everybody know that on Sundays he is not Dirty J, he is Clean J. So I just thought I'd give that announcement. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He's Clean J.
Yeah, Clean J on Sundays.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
So, we've had this Forza Horizon 4 thing up here for a while now. So.
Exactly, Ash. That's a good.
Yeah.
We level up.
Leveling up.
Ash, just remember we start at 9:30, my brother.
Yeah.
But
leveling up till it's game over.
Yeah, that's right. We level up. So, but yeah, we started for those who come in late. We do start at 9:30. Today we started at 9:55 because of synagogue Shabbat services on me. Next week we may have to start a few minutes late just because of the same thing. Sometimes I don't have to be there at all. I'm the choir director and the musician there. So there are nights when I'm needed, nights when I decide I don't need to be needed, and then nights when Fridays when we start at 6 and go to 7:30, and it's no big deal. So, but this was just not one of those nights. So we started at 10 of. I still have to go get milk.
It's a late night milk.
Yes, and I might come back and roll a little bit of Quantum Break before bed, and then we get up and we go to Hershey Park. So, what's on the docket for you boys for this weekend?
My daughter has a birthday party she has to attend. What else? Well, I have to clean out rocks in the yard because I get a tree replacement. So.
Very nice.
So that's it.
Yeah.
And at night some gaming. So.
Oh, he was all right. So Ash, you are excused. He was playing Dead Cells. That's it. That's a good excuse.
Cool.
So Jago, you joined Twitch for Fastback, and you're checking out our show, and I appreciate that, and Siberia, I appreciate that too. We all do. This is what it's all about. We just want to give you guys a good solid show, and we're really glad you guys are with us. Seriously, you too, Ash. If you come in at 9:30, but I'm seriously, you took the time to head over, check us out. We honestly, gosh, we do appreciate it. I say this every time. The three of us could just go be in a Xbox party and talk all night, but we do this because you guys hang out with us, and it gives us something, it gives us something to build. We do, tell your friends, get some other people in here. Just let them know we're, if they're looking for that kind of podcast, they're not going to find it. We're a bit more. We try to be a bit more pro here. So, hey, that's all I got, guys.
Yeah, we're esport caliber.
Yes.
Senior esport caliber.
Senior, yeah.
I also like the fact that we moved to Fridays because I'm not exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came home raring to go. So, and then
Sundays were tough for me.
And I always appreciated you hanging out, doing it, and powering through it. But this move has got. I mean, I think this move has helped us in so many ways.
Yeah.
So.
No, I mean, I try to tell people one thing about NOG. We keep it positive here, and we don't care for the drama, but the production what you do, Mike, with the Twitch stream, we can watch live videos while we're talking, and share that out with everybody. It's you don't get a lot of that out there on the regular YouTube channel. So
yeah. Well, I do it for us. I
mean, there's the Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Midnight.
It's it's for us. It's I feel good when this happens, and so if I can, if that extra bit of work, makes us feel more professional and makes us, get that extra push. I'm more than happy. I mean, I'm more than happy. This makes me, this gives me joy. Gaming gives me joy. Hanging out with you guys and talking games and seeing what's going on in the chat room. This gives me joy. So, obviously my family gives me joy too. Kids, you really do. I love you all. But this is.
Gaming family,
Gaming family, absolutely. So, all right though. But I do think we're good. Are we? Have we got everything?
I think so.
Anything else?
Oh, we covered all topics.
We did.
A little and some. So
yeah.
Good talk.
And still just about 2 hours. So not bad at all.
Yeah, so, better close shop because that Mustang turns into a pumpkin at midnight.
So.
Turns into a Pinto.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to get ready to hit the outro video, but Chris, why don't you take us out, man?
I just want to thank everybody for joining the OGNOG show. Appreciate everybody in chat. And like I said again, there will be a Forza Horizon 4 giveaway the Friday before October 2nd. So, share it out, and hopefully, definitely look forward to giving one of you guys a game. So, hey, WDFC, who the effing cares? Thanks for coming on NOG.
All right, Peter.
We'll see you next Friday.
You gotta say it.
I'll say game on. HDK is out.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Thank you, everybody. Seriously. Play on, gamers.
Yep.